How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at my favorite Pokemon of each type. With Sword and Shield coming out soon, I wanted to go ahead and make this list because I know it's going to change whenever those games come out. I'm sure there's going to be some additions, some subtractions, and some replacements for some of these long-standing favorites that I've had. But without further ado, let's get into this to kind of explain a little bit of why I chose each Pokemon. First up, we have the grass Pokemon here, Shiinotic or Shiinotic. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, to be honest with you, but it's a fantastic Pokemon in battle. The stall factor is amazing. You can make this thing Strength Sap. Let's just put it that way. Strength Sap, take your opponent's attack, give yourself some HP, use Leech Seed, restore, Giga Drain to restore. I mean, the possibilities for restoration of this Pokemon's HP are phenomenal. I kind of like playing that way to make people kind of get angry and pissed off, so of course I'm going to pick Shiinotic. Going over to the fire Pokemon, I'm going to pick Arcanine. Arcanine has been one of my favorite Pokemon since Gen 1. Obviously, it was the original legendary Pokemon, as the Pokedex states. It's a big fire dog, which is fantastic. You can run it so many different ways. You can run it special, physical, a bulky defensive wall with Intimidate. I mean, what's not to love about Arcanine? It can do pretty much anything that you need it to do. Our favorite water Pokemon, of course, it's a meme now with the Detective Pikachu movie coming out. But still, I love this Pokemon. It's Ludicolo! Oh man, I love Ludicolo. He's so good in battle with Swift Swim, Rain Dance, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Leech Seed. This guy can do pretty much anything you want him to do, and he's kind of bulky and kind of derpy, and I just love him. He's so awesome. I love using him in battle. I use him on almost every team that I use. Ludicolo is definitely a favorite of mine, and the Detective Pikachu movie made it that much better for me. Moving on to the normal type. This one gave me some trouble, because normal types aren't really that special, are they? They're just normal. But Kecleon, I think with its hidden ability Protein, definitely took the cake for me. Protein is a fantastic ability in battle. Kecleon already has a fantastic move pool, so add Protein to that and boom, great Pokemon with a great move pool. And Stab on every hit, definitely going to be one of my favorites. Electric, this one, one of the most popular picks, I guess. Everybody loves Luxray, right? Everybody loves Luxray. It just looks like a badass Pokemon. It's an electric cat. It's a Shinx. You know, it just everybody loves it. If I didn't pick Luxray, it definitely would have been Electros, because Electros technically has no weaknesses. It has Levitate ability, so it takes away its ground weakness, Electric type's only weakness, and it's just a fantastic Pokemon. But just because of the cool looking factor, I gave it to Luxray. Psychic, always been Alakazam. Alakazam was one of my favorite Pokemon overall, period. He's just a super smart, psychic special attacker. Beautiful. That's kind of what I look for in a sweeper, so I love Alakazam. I like Mega Alakazam a lot, but I don't want to use Megas and stuff like that. It's not really my way of battling, but if I had to, it would probably be a Mega Alakazam. Moving on to the fighting Pokemon. This one, Scrafty. As soon as I saw Scraggy in black and white, I knew I had to have it. And then it evolved into Scrafty, and I was like, this is my favorite Pokemon. And it really was one of my favorites for a long time. And I still have it in my top 5. I caught a shiny in X and Y, and I loved it. I used it in my whole playthrough. I used it in competitive. It was fun. My favorite rock Pokemon, this one was difficult too, because I don't really like rock Pokemon. I don't like the way they are in general. But if I had to pick one, it's going to be Archon. This thing hits like a tank as long as it has more than half of its HP, and it's really fast and can run special or physical, so it had to be Archon, or Archeops, sorry. Ground Pokemon, this is another super popular opinion. I know everybody's going to call it bandwagon or whatever, but Flygon, it's amazing. It's a ground dragon. Yes, it has a 4 times weakness to ice, but screw that. It's a ground dragon. It's a big, huge flying thing. It's awesome. It has cool eyes. I love it. Flying, this probably was the most difficult for me, because when you look at the flying Pokemon, they're just generic. A lot of them are flying normal, which goes back to the Kecleon thing, where a lot of normal Pokemon are just kind of boring. I don't like them. But to me, you know, the Natu and Xatu line, they're really different. You know, they kind of have a unique design. They have unique typing with flying Psychic. They can kind of run, you know, Calm Mind, bulky, defensive, or especially defensive, or they can run special attack. So it's kind of nice. They have the magic bounce ability. So I really do like the Natu and Xatu line. They kind of have a cool design as well as unique utility in battle. My favorite bug Pokemon, it's Scyther. Hands down. The coolest original bug, you know, super fast, hard hitter, technician. Nothing more to say about Scyther. He's awesome. Favorite poison Pokemon? I mean, this one was obvious, wasn't it? It was always going to be Croagunk. Croagunk was either going to be fighting or poison. I just had to know where I was going to slot him in. He beats out Toxicroak because he's cooler looking to me. Toxicroak is obviously much more competitively viable. He's a fully evolved Pokemon, duh, you know, but in Little Cup, I run Croagunk on every team I use. Croagunk's kind of like a derpy, awesome type, you know. I like him. He's cool. He has a huge move pool that's fantastic. Nothing more to say about him. He's blue and orange, and he's just cool. I like him. I like his design. I like everything about him. For my dark type Pokemon, this one was a little hard too, because the dark type has a lot of really cool designs, you know, because it's supposed to be that evil type, but I had to go with Pangoro. As soon as I saw Pangoro in my X and Y playthrough, I was like, I'm gonna keep that in my party. I didn't know how to evolve it at the time, but I was like, this is what I want in my party, this huge thing. I called it Mafioso because it kind of looks like a gangster to me. Kind of looks like a big, you know, gangster panda. And he's cool looking. I mean, look at him. He has this little twig in his mouth. He looks like he doesn't care. He has no fucks given. He's awesome. Next, we're going to go to the ghost type Pokemon. This is Haunter all day, every day. Basically, if I would have put Croagunk in fighting, I would have put Haunter over to poison. He's going to be on the list no matter what. Obviously, Gengar is a better competitive battler, but Haunter looks cooler. He has a better design. I love him. Just his whole animation, the way he sticks out his tongue and kind of, you know, it's just great. I just love it. Ice types. I actually had a discussion about this not too long ago. I think the ice types are the worst types in the game. Don't at me. I really don't have a favorite ice type. I had to think really long, and I just went with Jinx because Jinx was kind of the original, that one of the first ice types you ever see besides Lapras. You know, it's the best of the bad group, I guess. I really don't like ice types at all. Too many weaknesses for me, but Jinx is going to take it because I do like, you know, using a trolley kind of moveset with like Lovely Kiss, Thunder Wave, you know, Sweet Kiss, Thunder Wave, things like that. It's just being a troll in general, playing Pokemon is fun for me. Next up, speaking of troll, we have Klefki, my favorite steel type Pokemon. This one is all about Prankster. Prankster. If it didn't have Prankster, I wouldn't even care about this. But the ability to go first when doing your setup moves is fantastic. It means you can throw up a light screen or reflect really quick to take, you know, less damage. You're already a steel type, so you resist a lot of stuff. And then you can set up your traps and whatnot, and then you can get out of there. I love Klefki. He's awesome. Dragon. It's going to be Kingdra. Kingdra all the way. One of my favorite Pokemon of Gen 2. In general, I never really had a chance to play with the one in Gen 2 because you had to do the whole trade mechanic and stuff like that, and I didn't have anybody to trade with. But I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a really cool design. It made Seadra even better. Kingdra is just awesome looking. With the sniper ability to power up those crits and focus energy, he's going to win. It's a cool stat distribution where it's pretty even, so you can run it special, you can run it physical, you can run it bulky, run, rest, sleep, talk, whatever you want to do. Kind of Kingdra is your dragon of choice. May not be the most powerful, but he is the most versatile. And then last, but certainly not least, is the fairy type. And this one kind of, I had to think about it, you know, because Klefki being steel fairy, was I going to put Klefki in fairy? Was I going to put Mimikyu over to Ghost and have Haunter and Poison and have Krogunk over in fighting. But in the end, I decided to go with Mimikyu. This thing is awesome. I love it in the anime. I love its move pool. Disguise is probably one of the most broken / best abilities of all time in competitive Pokemon. I love Mimikyu. I love the lore. I love the idea that you can't see its face. It's such a cool Pokemon. It's one of my favorites. It's quickly growing on me with its move pool and with its talent on the battlefield. I really like it a lot. So these are my favorite Pokemon of each type, guys. Don't hate me too much in the comments. Hopefully I gave you guys a good explanation of why I like them. But feel free to let me know which ones you agree with and disagree with down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.